are you?
Hello. I did it. I said, hey, guys.
I had to make a very conscious effort to not.
And you know what I had planned the whole day?
What?
We were going to hit record and I was going to go, Sock Pussy!
But something about hey, guys.
Yeah, I know.
It just feels...
It's the YouTube influence.
It's the YouTube. It's the
YouTube influence. Sorry, Spotify. You have to deal with...
Yeah, you have to deal with it. I'm so sorry. I was thinking if we do influencers again.
Yeah. Click that bell.
Oh, well, we're gonna go. Hey, what's up, you guys?
It's Corey from Corey's World. I always, I always do.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm thinking about influencers, I think about Family Guy.
You want to know who my first influencer really was, though?
Yeah.
Kyle. From Totally Kyle.
Oh.
Totally!
Oh my god.
Because, you can't tell me he wasn't an influencer. And I think about him all the time. Not in a good way. Drake Bell's, beyond canceled. For being, a beyond predator. I still jam up Periscope sometimes, though.
I'll watch a Drake Bell.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know.
Not the live action Fairly Odd Parents, huh?
No. I'm more, growing up I was Team Drake.
Yeah.
And now I'm Team Josh.
Yeah.
He is such a patootie now.
He is.
Did
you see his TikTok where it was you lose 150 pounds naturally and then Ozempic gets popular and it's the Kurt Humble from Glee. All that work and what did it get me?
Oh my god, no.
Why did I do it?
I was going to talk about the one where he reenacted the halftime show before the halftime show started.
Yes.
And he's like, and then, what is this? And what is this? And then, and then Taylor Swift pops out. This is a horror podcast.
It's a horror podcast.
So...
And
this
speaking of...
This week was so much fun.
It was.
Okay, so did you watch, a ton more black and white movies after this?
No, I jumped forward a little. Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, see, I watched The Little Princess with Shirley Temple.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
And I tried to watch George Washington Slept Here, but my TCM app isn't working, and so I just kind of rewatched a couple of times Ben Mankiewicz introducing George Washington Slept Here, and husband wanted me to watch a movie last night, and he's like, I just want you to try it. Just try it if you don't like it. And he was like, is it okay that it's black and white? And I was like, I've been watching black and white all week. And he was like, okay, and he pressed play and I went, wait, stop it, pause it. I have to see if there's a Ben Mankiewicz intro. Hold on. There wasn't.
Ugh.
But Ben Mankiewicz, I love you so much. And I feel like he's one of the reasons I know so much about movies.
Yeah.
You ever watch a good Ben Mankiewicz intro?
It's
and
been
you're just
so long.
Yes, tell me about how Lon Chaney scared his co-actresses because she didn't see him in makeup for Phantom of the Opera until he took the mask off. Yes. Tell me how he shoved egg whites in his eyes to make them look cloudy. Thank you, Lon Chaney. Yeah, love Ben Mankiewicz. Ben Mankiewicz, I love you. And
Lon Chaney.
And Lon Chaney.
And Lon Chaney.
And Lon Chaney. So
we wouldn't be here.
Right.
If it weren't for those men.
Thank you, Ben Mankiewicz. I love you.
So, the theme is black and white horror movies.
Black and white. I am so happy. And I love black and white movies.
I do too. And all but one of them
is old. Yeah.
And we had to throw in a newbie.
Because we wanted to see it.
Desperately.
And if you're on Patreon, you remember we tried to do this movie for Allegory Horror. And we couldn't do it because it wasn't streaming anywhere. And now it is. And so we watched it. But...
Don't get me started on The Skeleton Key.
Oh! Yeah. Yeah, we rented The Skeleton Key and now it's free. I just, but it was worth it.
It was worth it.
To have it in that episode.
It was worth it.
So, first movie.
It is the one, the only, Nosferatu.
I spelled it like Joe Hill, though. I put
Fair.
NOS 482 because that series and that book.
haven't seen the series.
It's on Shudder, or it was on Shudder.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah?
Even though it's Zachary Quinto.
Oh.
But he plays a bad guy.
And
so
that's why I avoided it.
No, it's good.
I was like,
it's good.
He's not Eli.
But he plays a bad guy. So you're like, oh, of course he plays a bad guy. He plays a bad guy in Heroes. But you're just like, I don't like you. But I'm not supposed to. Exactly.
Well, Nosferatu. It's a classic. We all know.
Yeah.
It's a silent film, though.
Good old Renfield.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Renfield, watch Renfield. Have you watched it?
I haven't. What's it on?
Everything now.
Okay.
It's like majorly
Got it.
out there. I think I saw it on like Tubi the other day.
Nice.
But Nick Cage goes full like Camp Dracula.
More camp than his little plastic teeth.
About the same level.
Oh,
he does the whole
love that.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
He camps it up, which if you're playing Nosferatu,
yeah,
you need
have
to, and he does. He commits, and R as Renfield is choice. But yeah, Nosferatu,
so good. I got distracted a lot with this one.
I was doing my puzzle,
and see, I got distracted by the legal drama that led this to almost be lost media.
Oh, I also got distracted by the fact that his fangs are so close together.
Yeah, they are very close together.
Like, why are your front 2 feet? Okay.
But, so they changed the names of a lot of the characters to try to avoid any legal...
To pay Brom?
Widow Brom.
Oh.
The Widow Brom.
The Widow Brom.
The Widow Brom.
I wish I was called Widow Brom.
How... That's such a sick name to be called. Like,
right?
Are you kidding me? I have it in my notes. Sued by Widow Braun. Because, how cool.
I love it.
It's slightly better than Widow Stroker. Yeah. So we're gonna go Widow Braun.
Unless you're a guy.
Unless you're a guy.
I'm the Widow Stroker. How you doing?
But yeah, so, they released it. It caught traction, and the subtitles started being translated into different languages. And with that comes, some artistic liberties of, changing things because, it got lost in translation. Widow Brom sues because she's like, that's still very clearly my husband's work, which is now my domain, and I did not approve of this. Destroy it all. Well, obviously the ones in, like, other countries are like, well, we're just not going to show it, I guess. But like, whatever. But all of, like, the original copies with the original subtitles, right?
Yeah.
So a group of restorers, centuries later, are like, okay, we got to find... we're on a hunt for an original copy so we can see what the original subtitles were. And from there, try to more accurately translate.
Widow Braun didn't have one?
Widow Braun did not have one. There was, however, somebody, I think in Sweden, which was odd because it was banned in Sweden.
Good old Swedes.
For excessive horror. But for the time? Yeah, sure, maybe. This guy's like, oh yeah, I think I have a copy of the original. It might be a copy of a copy, but like, you can borrow it if you want. And they get there and he's like, oh man, I forgot y'all were coming today. I gave that one to my friend. He's loaning it right now. There is another one. I really don't think it's the one you're looking for, but you're welcome to try. And they're like, okay, well, we came all the way. We'll try. Pop it in. It is a original.
Jeez.
That this dude's just been sitting on thinking, no, it's nothing.
Did they pay him?
I don't know. It ended there.
Oh.
And I didn't dig any further because I was like, I'm supposed to be watching this movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I was working on my puzzle.
That's fair, too.
It's hard to watch a silent movie and try to figure out where that piece with just a little bit of red is.
I mean, frankly, in this day and age, it's hard to watch a silent movie, period.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that I can't elf through.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was definitely in elf mode, like 80%. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In fact, in one of these, I have Going Elf in my notes. I'm going elf mode.
I think there's only 2 movies I didn't elf through this week. But it's not because the movies were bad. It's just I had an elf week.
It's a personal... we took a personal elf week, okay?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. But yeah, I did... When she's in the bed and, like, reaching, I was like, love me, Nosy. Love me. And then I have the woe is me because he dared do the... So, he woed is me. And that's my notes.
Yeah. I have a couple of other notes.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed a blink because Trend Alert,
yeah,
not blinking is a thing in this one. And then I also put Nina serving.
Yes.
She was serving her little, like, barrel curls.
I know.
She was so cute.
I know.
I liked her.
Was it the opening where he's talking to his wife about how he gets to go?
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. I was like, that outfit.
Right?
Is so 20s. And so delicious.
So iconic.
And, like, homeschooling, we're doing 20s right now.
Nice.
So I was like,
perfect.
Love it. Love it.
It's so fun.
I did love watching all the costuming.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
So, we're winging it this week.
We are.
Because we decided what went first, and we decided what went last. And then the rest of these movies, none of the order felt right. So we're just doing them in an order. What did we land on?
We landed on the same thing.
Oh, okay. This does not mean it actually goes second.
They're all excellent.
Okay. And this
Nosferatu is excellent.
This is not your movie going second.
It's fine.
It's just what it landed on.
We chose some stinkers. If you're on Patreon.
Yeah, you knew we were gonna have stinkers. Honestly, this one didn't stink for me.
Your stinker didn't stink for me either.
So
None of the stinkers stunk. No,
they didn't.
It was a stink-free one.
Yeah.
This one is The Brain That Wouldn't Die.
I loved it.
I love it.
It was so good. It's my first time. It's my first time that I know of. I don't know. I've put on TCM and just gone about my day before. Yeah. So this may have played during like Halloween.
It was definitely a Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode as well, which was my first introduction to the movie.
Yeah, so I may have seen it. I just didn't commit it to. I've seen so many movies.
I know. There's so many. We still don't know what that one movie is with the lights. We were Googling it before we started recording. We still don't know.
As soon as we know, you'll know.
Yeah.
Even if we're not recording, I will like Twitter it or something. But yeah. So my first note is paralyzed or dead. Why not both? So my version was very poorly colorized.
Yeah.
And by colorized, I mean they didn't even use the fill button. They just blobbed.
Yeah.
I was sending you pictures.
It was bad.
Of how, like, it was peach everywhere and then black and white.
Yeah.
It was poorly colorized. Alexa, play Dead Man's Curve.
My first note was, it was at the beginning when... mad scientist doctor and pretty nurse lady were like
canoodling.
Yeah, canoodling, and the dad went, when y'all are married, this won't be as fun to watch.
Yes.
And I went, what?
Yes, I remember that line specifically.
What?
I know.
I also put, I hate it when I gently bump a sidewall on the highway, take a little tumble, and then the car catches on fire and my fiance dies. Because that's how that wreck happened.
Yeah. Dead Man's Curve. I just kept thinking about Dead Man's Curve from is it Beach Boys? No. Maybe?
Grease?
I don't remember.
2?
No. I don't know.
I don't know.
I had an existential crisis watching this movie.
Oh?
Yeah.
Why?
About where my soul is located. Because she kept going on about she's just a head. Where's her soul?
Yeah.
Is it in her body? And I had an existential crisis.
Where is
about
it?
Where my soul is. And if I lost my head or my brain, is my soul in my chest? Like, I went off the deep end.
I know where your soul is.
Where? Answered. What is this dancing? What? What is this dancing?
Because he went to the Moulin Rouge to get her a stripper body.
Oh, yeah. And she was
like, my favorite thing about movies back then is that doing the Elaine, you would have been like, oh my God, she should be on Broadway.
Yes, queen. Okay, so... Sorry, guys, having throat issues. It's I didn't understand her dancing, and the music was horrible. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Oh, I love it.
How was the head speaking without lungs?
Well, the pan of the serum. The serum was the magical fix-all in the plot. You know? Like, why couldn't the thing in the closet speak?
But could intellectually bang on the wall?
Yeah, could clearly understand and then could figure out how to communicate.
I do have a question.
Okay.
Why did 1 for yes, 2 for no become universal? How?
Thank you.
How?
What did that start?
What started that?
That lives in my brain in the same place as how did people know to soak the beans before they ate them? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, because
like when did this start?
And like,
but that does quickly dissolve because if the thing in the closet really, really agreed with what Head in the Pan was saying, it was. That's so many knocks. I don't know if you just said yes a bunch or no a bunch.
I love how she was like, "Do you blah 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 understand me? Knock once," and then blah blah, and then she was like, "Do you blah 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 knock twice?" And then I kept waiting for, like, maybe knock 3 times.
Yeah.
If you kind of sort of agree, but less agree than do agree, knock 4 times. You know, like, she just kept making up random stuff.
If you think that this book is just a little too Kafka-esque, knock 8.5 times.
Right?
I also, in my notes, I said knock once if you think this pan makes my head look fat.
I have 2 quotes.
Okay.
One is, I'm only a head and you're whatever you are.
Yeah. I love that.
And the other one is, listen, Galahad. I loved her.
I loved her.
I called her Perfect Body Crazy Eyes.
Perfect Body Crazy Eyes.
She did.
Uh-huh.
She had the crazy eyes. And she was like a figure model, okay, which was a thing back then.
Yeah.
And like these like... She was pre-OnlyFans.
Yes.
Only they came to take the pictures of her. She just had to stand there.
Yep.
And like...
And then like they would keep asking her to go out. And like I was like, you know, got my notes over here. I think I was scrolling on Tumblr. And I hear her go, no, I don't date men anymore. And I went, oh? Oh? And then she was like, I don't date anyone. And I was like, oh.
It could have been fun. Okay, so Creepy Doctor.
Yeah.
Was Creepy Doctor.
I have in here, Asterix tries to be subtle, scares every woman within a 10-yard radius.
Yeah. Was it just me, or was Cockblock Chick, like, kind of homely?
Yeah.
Like... He's searching for all these gorgeous women and blah, blah, blah. And then this one girl comes in and tries to seduce him. And I'm like, honey.
Yeah.
Even for the 40s, you ain't stealing
nothing.
A man.
I have that thought about somebody else in another movie.
Oh?
I'm going to save it for when we get
week?
to her. Yeah, this week.
Okay.
This week.
Okay.
This week. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I need to discuss we both worked in restaurants.
Yes.
We know a lot of safety rules. Like, you're not supposed to keep the cleaning supplies.
Right.
Within, I think it's 6 feet of any foodstuffs.
Yeah.
Why would you keep a fully stocked bar right next to all your scientific vials and stuff, like in between your fiance's head in a pan and the thing in the closet?
Yeah.
That's where your bar is?
Yeah.
Maybe we move that into the entertaining spaces?
Nah. That way, no, it was a plot device. That way he could mix her poison drink away from her.
And also talk to his head
monologue
fiancé.
to the head while he was doing it.
Yeah. Oh, she had some powerful monologues, too.
She did, but she was breathy. Kind of like a political statement I will not make right now.
And see, I thought she got, I feel like she was, like, breathy and like, oh, what are we going to go do in the country?
Yeah.
Before. And then after the wreck, she was like, and I know you don't get the reference.
Okay.
But it was like she was using the voice from Dune.
Oh. Yeah.
Where she was like, I'm ahead of the band.
So she Batman.
Yeah, she Batman.
Yeah.
She
I
Batman.
was literally watching The Dark Knight Rises last night. Because, like, I was like, I don't know what to put on. I'm caught up on all my, like, weekly shows.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put on a movie, and I want to watch Bane. So, even though Bane's not my favorite. But I want to watch Bane. And so, I was like, okay, I'll just put on The Dark Knight Rises. And then I forget, like, how bad Christian Bale's, like, cowl voice is.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing, Selena Kyle? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Brain That Wouldn't Die was entertaining as all hell.
Yes, it was
and
iconic.
I loved it. I don't know what to do next.
I'm just gonna...
We can do my stinker next.
That's the one I landed on.
Okay. So.
I love this movie.
Thank you.
I love it.
I'm so glad.
From Hell It Came.
So my dad...
Oh my God.
My dad calls my husband Tonto.
Yeah.
For a mix of two reasons. One, we first came across this movie around the time we started dating.
Yeah.
Number two is because, have you seen Son-in-Law? I know you hate Pauly Shore, but have you seen
not.
Okay, so...
But we have had this conversation.
Right.
Tell the story, but yes,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so, in Son-in-Law, the dad can't remember Krull's name. And so he keeps going, crap!
Yeah.
Creep. He keeps calling him the wrong name. Well, my husband's name starts with a T. And my dad would always joke and go, Tonto! And calls him Tonto. So, I have like a little special thing with this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, this movie is fun.
It is.
With its unholy devil dust.
Oh my God. Yeah, because my first note is Devil Dust. That's iconic.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Fallout.
It's unholy devil dust.
I found the inconsistencies in this movie so delightful.
Right, and the atrocious acting.
Amazing.
Oh my God, I loved it. This movie is incredible.
The incredibly liquidy quicksand that had a lot of duckweed in it for some reason. I loved that.
The girl with the accent, who's clearly, that's not her accent.
Oh, Miss Kilgore, who had like 4 different ones?
The bloomin' cannibals!
Well, at first it was, oh, doctor, I could have died of fright. Don't you be holding back on me, sweetheart.
Yeah.
She was all over the place.
She used the word bloomin' at least 40 times.
Yes. I didn't think that there could be worse British accents than Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady. I love it, don't judge me.
Yeah,
and Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
But she did it.
Yeah.
She did it. And I love it.
She did it. And it was wonderful. One hand getting your...
I have a quote.
Oh, yeah.
I could kick her beautiful teeth in.
Yes. This movie is incredible.
Oh
if you haven't seen it, it's about a demon tree.
Yeah.
That steals women.
Yeah.
And it's...
And it came from hell.
From
hell it came.
From hell it came. It is
from hell
fabulous. My dad was like, I saw this really horrible, crappy horror movie. You have to see it. I watched it.
Yeah.
This is like my 40th time watching it. I will put it on as background noise.
Yeah.
And the scene where he's tied down and screaming about Tano, I'm like, why is this movie everything?
Everything.
On one hand, getting your man stolen sucks. On the other hand, like, chill. When she's like freaking out that she stole her man, she goes ape. Like, But, like, on one hand, I get it.
Yeah.
But, like, on the other hand, like...
my favorite part of that scene, though,
me too.
was when she gets thrown into the quicksand, and she's just clearly walking backwards into the lake, like, oh, no!
Oh!
Stop!
Oh, God!
Help me!
The horror!
Help me! Because quicksand worked, like, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I have a lot about the scene where... I don't remember what the guy's name was.
That's
Bear
fair.
with me. Barrel-chested, balding.
Yes.
Doctor, scientist guy.
1940s in shape, out of shape guy.
Yes, I love that.
Yes.
Yes, I love that.
Yes.
If I could boil down what my type is, it's that.
Yeah.
Out of shape, in shape, fat guy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Gorgeous.
When he was, like, making the moves on Pretty Lady, on Pretty Scientist Lady, he had that look that all men get right before they're about to kiss you for the first time, where it's like...
Yeah. Unless you're my husband. Right before he kissed me for the first time, I couldn't see his face. I was walking ahead of him to his car. And had no idea it was coming.
I bet he was doing it, though.
Oh,
I bet
probably.
he was going... It's like... They've decided that the moment is whimsical, but they're still dead in the eyes. I don't know. Look, all the women listening...
Yeah. Are going to be like...
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. And he did that, like... it's like they're leaning in to eat you.
Yeah. But they're trying to make it romantic. Be a cannibal, but make it romantic.
Yeah.
That's men.
I'm going to show you on Patreon.
Okay.
But it was a TikTok of, like, a man when he decides he's going to ruin your friendship.
Oh, God.
And it's like, not a single unique experience in my life.
Yeah, no.
I have a note here that says, pulsing demon tree butthole. And then, damn it, Jim, I'm an archaeologist doctor, not a tree surgeon. Because I didn't know what title he was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Archaeologist, but tree doctor. But not a tree surgeon, but like he was a doctor, but
arborist?
a science. He wasn't an arborist. There was, I think, a biologist. Yeah. But the one that was like, I'm not a tree surgeon.
Like that tweet I sent you yesterday. Not a plastic surgeon.
Not a plastic surgeon.
A urologist.
I also have in my notes, Tabanga. Dun dun dun.
Tabanga. Okay, thanks. Now I'm thinking about Tyler Oakley. Now I'm thinking about that's an inside joke that you guys don't get to hear. This movie is incredible.
Absolutely
and
iconic.
I will watch it 1,000,000 times over. And I will never stop watching it.
Yeah.
This is where I landed. Where did you...
either of these, we'll do that one since you're there.
Okay.
This one. It's Ghostbreakers.
Bob Hope. I was so happy that Ghostbreakers... Look, let me tell you guys. I wanted to do Scared Stiff, which is Martin and Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I really wanted to do Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Not streaming. Like...
None of the Abbott and Costellos that we wanted to do.
You'd think they would be public domain by now.
Right.
And, like, Tubi would pick them up.
At least.
But no.
But
we got Ghostbreakers.
And hey, I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it because I love Bob Hope. When he was doing the radio commercial at the beginning.
Yes.
Talking about the coffee. And he was like, lets you sleep and keeps you awake at the same time. And I was just like, give me this coffee. Give me this coffee. I've been around.
My favorite part was when he was like, and I'm going to be going on vacation, and it'll be a while, but I'll be back, and not on that coffee.
Yeah. I love when he was searching for her trunk. Mr. Lawrence! And then he gets caught, and he's like, I've been around trunks for 20 years.
My favorite was, Alex was iconic.
Yeah.
Absolutely iconic. Willie Best.
Yeah.
Was that his name? Yes. Absolutely hilarious. He has some of my favorite lines. First one being, speak up, I can't hear you in the dark.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that. Yes. only mild casual racism.
Mild, yeah.
I was braced for worse.
I was too.
I was braced for worse.
And I've seen this like a billion times. But I was still like, I don't remember. Because it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. My dad loves this movie, so of course I've seen it. But like, I was braced for it. And we had one C word.
Yeah.
That was it. I was expecting more. Mm-hmm. And then we had a couple of jokes when they're in the haunted house.
Yeah.
About him being...
There was also a remark at the very beginning that was like...
Yeah.
Just like, maybe kind of, ooh.
Yeah. But it aged better than most movies
It aged better than I thought it would have.
Yeah.
And to... I don't know, it made me feel a little bit better about the situation, but Bob Hope went on record and said that Willie Best was one of the finest actors he's ever worked with, which, like, true, because he's amazing and iconic. Yeah. And I feel like he doesn't get his praise enough.
No,
but he was so good in this movie.
Really was.
He was so good.
Yeah.
I loved the scene where he gets out of the trunk and he starts duck walking.
Yeah.
And I was like, you better walk that fucking duck, Bob Hope!
Look at Bob Hope. Breaking.
If he would have done a few more of these, I'd have been like, Bo. Why are you surprised? She brings it to you every ball.
All right. I love Bob Hope. Have you watched The Lemon Drop Kid?
It's been forever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love The Lemon Drop Kid. It's like that Christmassy kind of thing. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I love Bob Hope movies. I'm so glad we got to do this one. I can't believe it was streaming.
Right? And honestly, the special effects of, like, the scaries.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I've seen worse in modern day films.
Yeah. I love how the ghosts were in a union. Who was joking about them being in the union.
You know they're all a part of the union, and you can't start haunting until after midnight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so okay. Funny. They're in a union.
So funny. The Nancy Drew ass riddles.
Yeah.
When it was like, he was like, music, men, marching. I went, play when the Saints go marching in. That's what he's asking you to do.
The marching men are the key. And then she draws the little lines on the marching band and then sits there and starts playing the organ, you know?
And, was playing it, but clearly couldn't read music because Bob was like, higher! Go higher!
Yeah.
Faster now! Yeah. Okay, there you
go. You think the music that was, carved on the wall would be a pretty bop?
No,
it wasn't. It sounded like cats.
I did love at the very end when old dude's got him like gun pointed at him. And he's like, close your eyes, and none of them are closing their eyes. They're just like, I don't think any of them are even looking at it. Like, they're having their cute little moment. Other Cuban dude that got shot was just like looking off in a different direction.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, close your eye.
I love when they're like,
falls in a trap hole.
Flip a coin to see who faints first. And then he flips the coin and they both faint at the same time. And then
the scene where he was like, okay, well, I guess we're not getting into her house. And he was like, where'd you go, Alex? And he's like, oh, I rested up. I'm ready. I can row back now. Whatever you are already in the boat. Let's go.
Yeah. On our honeymoon. Our honeymoon. Are you okay with that? I'm more than okay. And then they muss each other.
Yeah.
Because that's not a kiss. It's a chaste kiss, so I call it mussin'.
Yeah.
Muss me. Where is that from? Muss me.
I don't know.
Because I go muss me, and then I think taffeta darling, taffeta dear.
Yeah.
From Young Frankenstein. But I don't remember what muss me is from. But they were like about to steal a kiss, and she was like, muss me.
I'm gonna write it down, and we'll look it up on Patreon. But the kisses in this movie remind me of things that I would do as a kid. Like, we would old Hollywood kiss each other.
Oh, yeah.
But we would go like...
You let it hover?
Don't let your lips move.
No.
Hover. Don't pucker, just touchless, and it's like the coldest, most unfeeling kiss, and it's like, ugh.
I love old Hollywood kisses. My favorite is...
tell me your favorite.
Jimmy Stewart.
Ooh.
Grace Kelly.
Hear me out.
Yes.
Omar Sharif.
Oh, okay.
Funny Girl.
Yeah.
When they're on the pier.
Yeah.
And they basically, agree, they want to be together, and, that... Ooh, passionate musty kiss.
Right. Jimmy Stewart, Grace Kelly, Rear Window.
Yes.
She's laying on his lap, and he's, thankful that she's, alive. And he just musses her and then shoves, the side of his face on the side of her face.
Just, nuzzly, like a kitty.
And that, almost, what's the word I'm looking for? But,
the get into my skin.
Yes. And it kisses her and then musses his face against hers. And I think of all the chaste kisses, that one's
Yeah.
Because, I watch a lot of Hallmark.
Yeah.
They have pretty chaste kisses. Unless it's one specific actor. Y'all know by now who I'm talking about. He's got one where he does the, opens his mouth a little and does the shudder breath.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. And I'm like, I'm watching a Hallmark movie, boy. What are you? Oh. Those chaste kisses in Hallmark movies, I love them. I love it. It's like Hallmark watched all of these movies and went, those kisses.
That's the kiss.
That's the kiss.
This next one had plenty of those kisses, too.
I love this movie.
It's amazing.
We couldn't do a black and white week
without
Hitchcock.
Yeah. It's necessary. And we picked Strangers on a Train.
I love this movie so much. It's the crisscross.
This is We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Yes.
As a movie.
Yes.
And his name is actually Bruno. So, although we should really talk about Bruno more because he ain't right. Hey, I have a couple of quotes, but my first one is a Bruno quote.
Okay.
I certainly admire people who do things.
Right. My first note is I hate that guy. Be a shame if he were to cough, cough, die. Because that's basically the premise of this movie.
Yeah.
I hate this person.
Yeah.
Be a shame if someone were to kill them for me. Crisscross.
Crisscross.
So,
remember earlier when you were like, she was just very homely, and it was like, how...
Are you talking about the glasses girl?
Miriam? Absolutely.
Yes? Okay, yeah.
Absolutely. How did she have not one, not two, but three
suitors?
3 hooks in men at once. I have a shady little note.
Well, it couldn't be that she, because this was back then, and they didn't,
Well... He did say, Guy did say something to her, like, I'm not going to stay married to you while you're pregnant with another man's baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she was something.
She was something.
But my shady little note, all aboard the Miriam train.
Oh, I love it. Train.
Train.
Got it. Love it.
Because how you going into the tunnel of love
with
2 men? Who are you, Derek Barry?
No comment. Derek Shea. Yeah, no comment.
Okay, so I went on a rant last night.
Oh, God.
And it was basically how the really lame performance that Nebraska Thunderbook did at, I don't remember the bar. It wasn't Piranha, though. Mm-hmm. But it was like the worst... voguing you can imagine. Mm-hmm. And how that directly led to my favorite Drag Race quote. Which is, you a liar and this is why Derek don't like you.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, love it.
Love it. This is a horror podcast, I'm sorry.
Yeah. The reflection in the glasses. When he is
so cool.
Strangling the life out of her.
Yeah.
Was... That is peak cinema. Yeah. Of course, it's Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah. It's peak cinema. But, I don't know. It's gorgeous.
It truly is. Babs?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Love her. Love her. She was a tramp. She was a human. We all have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, I heard she pursued it from all directions.
Yeah. He was...
She was fresh.
She was...
Fresh.
Even for, like, the time of this movie, she was a little like... Girl.
Right? Senator's youngest daughter.
Yeah.
She didn't care.
She didn't care. Yeah.
Remember when she was distracting that cop so
Yeah.
that guy could get out and she was all up in his business?
Yes. Yes.
All up in there.
I love the tennis scene.
I have in here the most tense game of tennis, and it has nothing to do with the tennis.
Like, it builds anxiety so well.
It does,
that you're just like...
Because, like, you're kind of left in the dark on what's going on.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the plan is, and you're like, get through the tennis already! Get through the tennis already!
But they don't.
They don't.
They just keep playing tennis.
Oh my god, over and over and over and over.
Meanwhile, guys over there doing shady shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking guy.
Fucking guy.
Fucking guy!
I think...
His name was Guy.
His name was Guy.
Power Lamb Guy.
And I think that that's a very poor choice in names.
Guy?
I don't like that name.
Guy?
Guy.
Guy Pearce is a really good actor.
Yeah. And then there's Guy Fawkes.
We love Guy Fawkes.
But, like...
But then there's Guy Fieri.
I like Guy Fieri.
He's okay.
I like Guy Fieri.
Did you know...
He's an ally.
That he signs kitchens of the diners, drive-ins, and dives. He signs the wall, even when the owner asks him not to.
Whew.
Uh-huh.
He's an ally.
Yeah.
Go ally.
Go ally.
Go ally.
With your Justin Timberlake hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't hate him. I just kind of like... I've purposefully sought out diners, drive-ins, and dives restaurants and have eaten at a couple.
Yeah.
And I, too, signed the wall.
Even though you're asked not to. I don't know. I just think it's such a weird name because of, like... I don't know. I feel like going, hey, guy.
Yeah.
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy. It's rude.
Hey, buddy. Hey, guy.
Because I say that in a rude way on purpose.
Exactly.
Like when I know your name and I'm like, listen, guy.
Uh-huh.
All right?
Uh-huh.
So I just have to
Guy is a derogatory word in this house.
So I just have to be rude to
guys.
Which is fair. Because, like, this guy was...
He
deserved to be rude to.
Yeah.
That sentence structure, again, losing the sentence structure. Back at it again.
Look, the brain cell is still on vacation.
It would not die.
She is spring breaking, not in Miami. I don't know where she's spring breaking at, but she ain't home.
No, you know where she's spring breaking? She's spring breaking in the early 2000s with Carson Daly on the beach.
Ugh, that's why she's so fried.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that's why.
Because you know before she went out, she took that sun-in spray and sprayed it all over.
Stop, because I have sun-in in my bathroom right now. Leave my sun-in alone. I was not allowed to dye my hair as a child, but I was allowed to sun in.
Oh,
so
there was one summer I was allowed to sun in, and it was Aunt Pam. Thank you. Yeah. It was because my great Aunt Pam convinced my mom, let her sun in. You sun in, let her sun in.
We love Aunt Pam.
And yeah, I spritzed my hair down and I sat out in my front yard like, is it working?
Yes,
is it working?
Dude. The one summer I, like, obsessively used sun-in. I had gotten, like, a little above-ground pool.
Yeah.
Like, a little inflatable above-ground pool. It wasn't, you couldn't swim in it. It was there for sitting. And I would sun-in every day. And go sit outside. My hair got blonde.
Nice.
I have sun-in. I love my sun-in. They still make sun-in for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I have sun-in, and I might use it this summer. I don't know. I can't decide. Anyway, Strangers on a Train is fantastic.
Absolutely. It really made me want popcorn.
What movie is it? There is, I think, maybe more than one, where they're talking about something. It's a newer movie.
Okay.
And we're going to Strangers on a Train this bitch? We're going to Strangers on a Train this?
What was that?
There's a lot of movies that make a Strangers on a Train reference.
Yeah.
But it's like a newer movie.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm not just making crap up this time. But yeah, I love this movie. Are we at the last one?
Are we?
Are we?
We did The Brain. We did Strangers. We did Ghostbreakers.
Strangers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh. Okay, number 6. Ooh, it's The Lighthouse.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
I put on this movie and I went, okay, it's going to be weird. To myself.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be weird. 5 minutes left to the movie and I went, I was not prepared.
Yeah. I also knew going in, this is going to be weird.
Yeah.
At the end, about 15 minutes left of the movie, I was like, girl, I don't know what she's saying, but I am living.
Yeah.
Living.
There is a specific scene that I want in a poster-sized poster.
Oh, yeah?
And I managed to find a movie poster with it that is not on our thumbnail picture.
Oh, is it the...
With the naked Willem?
Yeah, with like the light beaming out of his eyes. Yes.
I want it on a big poster.
I love that.
I managed to find a little movie poster for it that will go up on the wall, and it's not the movie poster from the thumbnail.
Okay.
But I want that blown up and in my room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carter's your voice.
Oh, I hate that. So, The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
Was weird.
My first note, honestly, dream job, but with no boys. And then here's where I predicted the movie on accident.
Okay.
Because with boys, Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first note is quit pulling out all the stuffing.
That after dream job note,
Yeah.
I bet he has a bowl of nails for breakfast without any milk.
Oh, yeah. This movie, however, did give us the Arpats facial hair we deserve.
Yes.
He was serving that.
Absolutely. He should only ever
Why was
have that facial hair.
Arpats serving that facial hair?
Why did they both serve their facial hair, though?
They did. They
Look,
did.
they were nasty. They were disgusting. Yeah. They were vile characters.
Yeah.
Would I? It's a double smash.
Yeah.
It's a smash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, you know the phrase tit soak.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I wrote, tits sew a lighthouse keeper. This is the skin of a lighthouse keeper, Bella.
Mm-hmm.
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 And then I quoted that Tech Nine song, Bitch Slap. Because bitch slap. And then was it just me, or did you get the Gorton's Fisherman theme song stuck in your head?
I got multiple songs stuck in my head because of this. First one, Cabin Fever from Muppet Treasure Island.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Because he's got cabin fever, he's slipping his bandana's been stuck. Not at sea.
No.
And then I got to that point in the song and I went, wait, can you get sea madness on land? Like, they're in the sea.
Yeah.
And there's, like, the rock on sea, but, like...
Rock on sea.
But, like, can you get sea madness on land? You know?
I think you could on a lighthouse, considering the only land is for the lighthouse.
Right?
And apparently masturbation and hiding bodies.
What was that?
The tree shadow is moving.
Oh.
From hell it came. Oh, dear God.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah.
Another song that got stuck in my head was, Wanna be a man in motion. All I need is a pair of wheels. Take me where the future's lying. St. Elmo's fire. And that's all because Willem Dafoe said St. Elmo.
Yes, me too. He said St. Elmo, and I started dancing.
And then, let's see, there was another one.
Purge Siren.
There was, the Purge Siren. Where was it? This is a stupid ass note.
Let me know, because I have one too.
If you love the sea so much, why don't you marry it then? It's stupid, like I said.
I don't know what's worse, that or the fact that I wrote down Mermussy.
Mermussy. Oh gosh, let's see. I put Willem Dafoe's character is like if he was Alyssa Edwards, if Alyssa Edwards was a salty sea dog.
Yes.
The way they talk, they love alliteration.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It was the alliteration and the purposefully flowery and excessive language that just permeated everything that came out of their mouths.
Kind of like white noise?
Yes.
Yes. This is the guy that did the Vavitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could tell.
I feel bad for you because I know you hate the Vavitch.
Look, I don't like the Vavitch because I was lied to regarding the Vavitch.
Okay.
So I went in with expectations that would never have been met with how it was advertised to be.
Well,
that's why I don't like the Vavitch. I went into the Lighthouse not knowing anything other than Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, black and white, weird.
Yes, that's all I knew.
That's all I knew.
I do have a note that says, okay, I'm fond of your lobster. Jeez. Oh. Okay, can we talk about Arpat's accent, though?
Yeah.
That was on point.
That was, yeah.
For a British guy.
I kept forgetting that it was Robert Pattinson.
I did too. And I love that. And I think that's why he did this.
Yeah.
Because so have I told you the story about Robert Pattinson calling Charlie Hunnam?
No. Okay.
So they released when 50 Shades of Grey was coming out. Charlie Hunnam was signed on to play Christian Grey.
Yeah.
Arpats calls him and says, "Don't fucking do it." It was after Twilight.
Mm-hmm. And we all know 50 Shades is
Twilight fanfic.
Yeah.
And he called Charlie Hunnam and said, "Don't do it." So Charlie Hunnam backed out.
He did.
Because of that phone call. And I'm sure some other things. But, and so Arpats deciding to do this, to me, felt like a middle finger to Edward.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like Daniel Radcliffe. Look at all the movies he's done since Harry Potter.
Yeah.
He's like,
get behind me.
Yeah.
Satan.
Exactly. Mermussy.
I have one note it's not right.
Okay.
Fap. And that covers like a good
half of the movie.
Eighth of the movie. I was going to say at least an eighth of the movie.
Yeah. Geez.
No, actually probably closer to half. Yeah.
Yeah, because that one scene.
And then there was the one scene that was like,
And then, yeah. While he's envisioning the Marmussy.
Yeah.
With his little Marmussy doll.
Yeah.
He's got a doll. His masturbatory aid doll. I'm going to stay away from talking about that a little too much. My mother's watching.
Sorry, Mom.
So,
I'm sorry, Mom.
I'm going to stop talking about masturbatorial aids. But I see you wrote the same thing I almost wrote. And then I went, no, nobody's going to care. But I really want to write it.
I wrote it so that it could be our
word.
Our potential
That's
word
why I was going to write it.
Yeah, that's why. Over here I wrote trend alert, no blinks, grass with no teeth. I saw it like that once.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the post-nut clarity hits you humbug.
Right.
Because, every time he would be like, and then Willem Dafoe would be like, what you squawking about, boy?
I felt so left out because I felt like they were using like lighthouse keeper Gordon Fisherman language. And I'm just going, what does that mean? What does that mean? Is that a phrase I'm supposed to know? Do only lighthouse keepers understand this phrase? What is going on?
They're called wikis, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
wikis.
Wikis. Yeah, no, it was.
Okay. Are they gonna kiss or what?
Are they?
I kept waiting.
Yeah.
I kept waiting. I have a feeling both actors would have agreed to it were it in the movie.
Yeah.
They would have been like, yeah, sure, because they canoodled a little bit.
They did canoodle a little bit. And there was a scene I thought.
I did too.
I thought
we were gonna have some. But then he turned into an octopus. So.
Yeah.
Why did he turn into an octopus?
I don't know. What is this an allegory for? Did you find out?
Okay, no. But I did find out that the freeze frame that I really love is based on a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody and his slave.
I thought it was called Hypnosis.
Mamonum and his slave. I don't know.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that the film that they filmed this on required the light to be like extra bright.
Oh.
So in those like time accurate lanterns and stuff, they had like 800 watt.
How many lumens?
I didn't get a measurement on the lumens. I got a 500 to 800 watt halogen light bulb.
That's bright.
That they were holding like right up to their fucking faces.
Oh.
Like at some point I have like, this is bad for your corneas.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was a scene where Robert Pattinson was like banging something, like he was mad and like banging on something, and I went, me.
Right.
Because the other day I was trying to get my bonnet on to go to bed, and I kept having hairs that would stick out.
Oh no.
And then like, I'm like, work.
Yeah, right?
And I was like, yeah.
It's like an old TV.
Yeah.
If you bang
if
on
you
it,
hit on it, it'll work. I do that with a lot of things.
I do too, though. Because I grew up in the generation of go smack the TV.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know exactly what... that's why I have that scene where it's like, what? 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 And then, yeah.
What?
What? And then shortly after that, I wrote, I didn't do it. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Because somebody had some very Tommy Wiseau delivery to the phrase, I did not.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then I put, why are you running? Why are you running? And then old Tom said, gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Yes. My last note is he did say killing a seabird was bad luck.
He did.
And then he murdered that seabird. Mm-hmm. It was a seagull.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the seagull that he was hitting. Yeah. And I was like, me trying to get my bonnet on.
What is with Willem Dafoe movies and ceremoniously murdering birds?
Right?
Because it's Willem Dafoe. Because this wasn't a Lars von Trier.
No, it wasn't.
But there's still bird murder.
This is, like, I don't know how many times I referenced Drag Race this week. Better Walk That Duck with that one. I feel like there was another Drag Race reference I made. But at the very end, when Pattinson's reading Defoe to filth, I put, the library is open?
Right?
Question mark?
See, what I thought of was that scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with John Candy. Mm-hmm. I like me.
Yeah.
My family likes me. And then read Steve Martin to filth.
Yeah. Iconic. Loved it.
Yeah.
And then when he has Defoe on a leash, I was like, I put your man on a leash because I'm in a dog.
Oh, see, because when he put Willem Dafoe on a leash, I went, oh, here comes Timpy's notes.
Like it happened and I went, surprise pet play?
Right? Okay, so you know how I have my categories of men with, like, never envisioned that they had a penis. Please don't show me their penis, and morbidly curious about the penis. Yeah. Right? So Willem Dafoe falls in the morbidly curious.
Absolutely.
Because of Lars von Trier.
Absolutely.
Our Pats is the never thought of him having one. However, I was screaming during the movie, please don't make me look at it! We didn't have to. Thank God.
Yeah, no, we didn't have to.
It was hairy there for a while.
Yeah.
I was not sure. I was worried. I was like, because he doesn't have one.
I wasn't interested in seeing.
No, he's as anatomically correct as a Ken doll. You can't prove me otherwise.
You know what another song
Please don't prove me otherwise.
Please don't. Another song I had stuck in my head was the FKA Twigs song that's about him.
Yeah.
Didn't I do it for you? The whole time.
And see, I'm sitting here doing my puzzle watching this movie going, trust the Gordon's fisherman. Because of that, like, raincoat
they had the hat.
And the thing. Yep. It was the Gordon's fisherman jingle in my head the whole time.
It was a bizarre movie.
It was more bizarre than I had anticipated.
Yeah, I'm gonna during Patreon. Join our Patreon. You only have to. It's only $1.
It's $1.
It's only $1.
Unless you want swag, and then it's more. But if you want the episodes, it's $1.
It's $1.
And if it helps, we only make like 78 cents of that. So
yeah. So like it's like less than a drink at Circle K.
Yeah, at Circle K. Yeah. I thought you were gonna pull that like boomer Starbucks thing. Oh. If you can afford Starbucks, you can afford our Patreon.
I need you to do In the Arms of an Angel for me, okay? For less than a cup of coffee a day, you too can support these two broke ass bitches who just want to watch horror movies. Your contribution goes directly to their poor hungry tummies and their achy heads because they haven't had enough caffeine. You too can be a hero. Okay. TikTok?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. That was flawless. And why we are best friends outside of this podcast.
And you hit it so well.
Thank you.
You hit it so well.
Thank you.
That was improv, guys.
And your Sarah McLachlan was on point.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I haven't even practiced.
That's amazing. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we are improv comedy
real
icons.
Yes, and. So yeah. Oh, monkey pump. Are we doing monkey pump?
Monkey pump's the word.
Monkey pump's the word.
Monkey pump's the
Twitter, word. Instagram, Facebook, Patreon. We don't care.
Yeah.
TAAVE horror on all of those except Patreon. Patreon's Tempe and Annie versus Evil. We get to pick our movies.
Yeah, and you're also going to see me Google what was the meaning of the lighthouse because I still don't know.
So if you join our Patreon, we tell you what movies we're watching and where they're streaming so you can follow along so you don't get spoiled.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a lot of fun and we talk about things that we wouldn't dare put on YouTube. So, yeah.
That means bowel movements.
Sorry. Love that outro. But yeah, so do what you do. We'll do what we do. We'll come together and do things together. Bye, guys.